Hello and welcome. Still on Thevenin's theorem, example 2. If this is your first time seeing our video, I welcome you to my YouTube channel for the Academy, where I provide comprehensive lectures. Check the description below to access the introductory video on Thevenin's theorem. Alright, Thevenin's theorem, example 2. The steps remain the same. The question says that calculate the current in 6 ohm resistor and the power in 4 ohm resistor. When it comes to power mathematically, it means I square power is equals to I square R, where I is the current and R is the resistor. Meaning for 4 ohm resistor, indirectly, I need to know the value of the current. That's it. The question says that calculate the value of current in 6 ohm resistor and the power. Meaning to get this power, I need to know the current. Essence, what it means is that I'm calculating the current of 6 ohm resistor using Thevenin's theorem. I'm also calculating the current of 4 ohm resistor using Thevenin's theorem. So it's just like this question is 2 in 1. Alright, solution. Calculating the value of current for 6 ohm resistor. Your first step is to short circuit the branch. When we say short circuit, it means remove the branch, right? Meaning no current will flow through that loop. This is loop 1 and this loop 2. Call this loop 1, call this loop 2. By the time we short circuit branch AB, it means no current will flow through loop 1. That's it. Alright, short circuiting. Here's what we have. By short circuiting, this is what we have by short circuiting. Meaning we've short circuited branch AB. No current is flowing through loop 1 and current remains flowing through loop 2. Then we call from Thevenin's theorem, I Thevenin is equals to E divided by RTH plus R. For this branch that has been short circuited, that contains 6 ohm resistor, which is the element we are asked to calculate the current. It means I need the voltage of this resistor, that's it, which is E. I also need the equivalent resistance of this circuit, meaning the equivalent resistance, the value for the net resistance of 4 ohms and 5 ohms. One letter R remains the 6 ohm resistor. Alright, let's solve for the value of the voltage of 6 ohm resistor. We want to get the voltage in this 6 ohm resistor. Since current is not flowing through this 6 ohm resistor, how do I get the voltage? For a parallel circuit, voltage must be equal, right? Meaning we have 3 branches here, branch AB, CD, EF. Meaning for each branches, the value of voltage must be equal. What it means is that voltage in branch AB must be equal to the voltage in branch CD and must be equal to the voltage in branch EF, right? Now, how do we get the voltage in branch CD and how do we get the voltage in branch EF? First thing first, since we said current is flowing through loop 2, current is flowing through loop 2, denote that current as I. Denote the current flowing through loop 2 as I. Then from equation 1, voltage is equals to IR. For branch CD, I want to know the value of the voltage in branch CD. I'm only having a 4 ohm resistor, and to get voltage simply means the current times the voltage, meaning I have to know the current. That's it. So this is a question mark. So what you just need to do here is to calculate the current flowing through the 4 ohm resistor and the 5 ohm resistor. Meaning applying equation 2, he said I is equals to V over R. What's the value of voltage in loop 2? I'm only having a voltage, one voltage, which is 40 volts. That is 40 divided by, I'm having two resistors, 4 ohm resistor and 5 ohm resistor. That's 9. By the time you divide, what's the ratio of 40 to 9? And that's 4.44 ampere. Meaning the value of current flowing through loop 2 is 4.44 ampere. So therefore, I is equals to 4.44 ampere. So if we've gotten the value of current flowing through loop 2, it means 4.4 ampere is flowing through resistor 4 ohms. Also, 4.4 ampere is flowing through resistor 5 ohms. Hence, for branch CD, I cannot calculate the voltage. Why? Because I already know the resistor value to be 4 ohm, and I already know the current flowing through that resistor, which is 4.4 ohms. So therefore, for branch CD, V is equals to IR. And what's the value of I? The value of I is the current flowing through the resistor present in the branch. And what's the resistor present in the branch? 4 ohms. What's the value of the current in the resistor? 4.4 ampere. 17.76 volts. This is for branch CD. Moving on, for branch EF, I want to get the net voltage. To get the net voltage, I need to get the value of the voltage in 5 ohm resistor. Meaning, voltage of 5 ohm resistor is equal to the current passing through 5 ohm resistor. What's the value of current passing through 5 ohm resistor? 4.4 ampere. Meaning, 4.4 ampere times the resistor itself, which is 5. Then this is equals to 22.2 volts. And this is equals to 22.2 volts. So therefore, the next thing to do is to draw the circuit in terms of voltage. Draw the circuit in terms of voltage. This is our A, okay, B, C, D, E, F. For branch CD, the value of voltage for branch CD, we have 17.76 volts. For branch EF, the initial voltage was 40, given from the question. The new voltage obtained 22.2 volts. And we said earlier that VA, the voltage in branch AB, must be equal to the voltage in branch CD and must be equal to the voltage in branch EF. Meaning, VAB is equals to 17.76 volts, which is the voltage in branch CD, and it must be equal to the voltage in branch EF. Now, solving for voltage in EF by subtracting 22.2 from 40, this gives me 17.8 volts, right? So therefore, it means VAB is equals to 17.76 voltage, which is still equals to 17.8 voltage 17.76 is still approximated to 17.8, so you are correct. Hence, what it means is that the value of voltage of the resistor short circuited is 17.8 volts. That's it. That's step 1. The next thing to do is to calculate your Thevenin resistor, meaning the equivalent resistor. How do you go about it? How do you get the value of the equivalent resistor? From Thevenin's theorem, we've gotten E, which is the voltage of the resistor. We are asked to calculate the current. Now let's solve for RTH. When it comes to RTH, we draw a circuit neglecting the load resistor. In this case, what's the load resistor? 6 ohm resistor. And why is it 6 ohm resistor? That's the resistor we are calculating the current. So therefore, we have this. We simply have this. We drawing the circuit. This is C, E, D, and F. This is 4 ohms. Alright, let's solve for RTH. Consider this circuit diagram. 4 ohm resistor and 5 ohm resistor, they are in parallel. Hence, the equivalent resistance for 2 resistors in parallel, the equivalent resistance RTH is simply the product of the 2 resistors divided by the sum, meaning product 4 times 5 divided by 4 plus 5, and this is 20 divided by 9, and this gives us 2.22 ohms. We've gotten our RTH. Now implement your Thevenin's formula. Okay, drawing your Thevenin circuit diagram, we have this. This is your R, this is your load resistor, this is your RTH, and this is E. What do you get for the value of E? We calculated E to be 2 points. We calculated the value of E to be 17.8 voltage, right? 17.8 voltage. Our load resistor, that's 6 ohms. 6 ohms. Our RTH, 2.22 ohms. 2.22 ohms. Then this is my I Thevenin unknown. Implementing Thevenin's formula, I Thevenin is equals to my E, which is 17.8, divided by your load resistor, that's 2.2, plus, your RTH, that's 2.2, plus your load resistor, that's 6. That's 2.165 ampere. So that's it. This is how you get the value of your current applying the Thevenin's theorem.